What's up, people? World off from Creed coming at y'all. It's peace and war, and it's love and hate. I'm gonna be speaking about the system today. The system that we're so caught up in, and this system is nothing more than the credit system. That's all it is. I was out today. My peoples wanted me to stand in a very long line to pay a property tax. You know what I'm saying? Basically, while I was standing in line, I just came to the conclusion, like, how can you own something and you have to pay a tax for it? I mean, I just never understood that. And here you have hundreds of people at this one location in Detroit, and there were several of them. You have hundreds of people coming out here being controlled by a very small number of people and their agents. They was lining people up, wouldn't talk to you unless you were sitting down or lined up or whatnot. They had all of these little games. You know, you could pay up front for the property tax, and if you couldn't, you could fill out a form for hardship, wait 30 days. They might give it to you, they might not. But if you did, the interest rate would be 18%. Every day it would go to 1.5%. Or the next day it went to 1.5%. It was some bullshit like that, you know what I'm saying? This holds true for mortgage companies, insurance companies, the IRS. They're nothing more than loan sharks and extortion rackets, extortion squads that we bow down to. You know, divided we fall, united we could stand. They would not be ready for us to be united. Just like we're not ready for them when they send police officers or other organized armed forces to run you up out of your shit, or take your house that you've been paying for, maintaining, keeping up for 10, 20 years, or even 5 years, paying the taxes on, and then one day they just say, you know, fuck you. You can't hold down this house via my credit system. Then, you know, we taking your shit, you know. And that shit is crazy to me. And then after they take it, they're going to sell it for scruples. They're going to sell it for crumbs. They're going to sell it for however much the taxes was owed. So if the taxes was only $2,000 and you fell on hard times and couldn't pay it, but you've been paying it for 20 years, they don't give a fuck. They don't care how much money you put into your house, you know, that you own. And it's only because they can back it up. This also led me to see that blanket bigotry, blanket racism, it's not necessary. It's not effective. It's not effective at all, because regardless of what a lot of people might think, white, black, yellow, brown, so on and so forth, regardless of what people might think, it is a mentality, you know. And if you familiar with my videos, I believe in a black God. There's also a white God, and there's a system for each so-called degree of good to both of them. If you rock with the black God, the white God is not good, because the white God is repellent. If you rock with the white God, the black God is not good, because the black God is all encompassing and goes against the grain of individuality. You understand what I'm saying? But it's a mentality, man. And I just was sitting there asking myself, like, let's say it was a bully at school, you know, how would I be most effective to keep him off my ass? Would I, one, fight the bully, two, fight a bunch of niggas who are afraid of him that he has following him, which would be his workers, or three, fight everybody that looked like the bully, which would not address my problem? This is very this is our situation right now. A lot of people, a lot of black people out here believe that some type of race war or Armageddon is gonna come, and niggas is just gonna be killing a bunch of white people. That shit, honestly, it doesn't really make sense, man. You should attack the people that are attacking you directly. You know what I'm saying? And from what I saw, and from what I'm sure y'all will see, y'all will put a label on them, but that's just, they have that same mentality as the elite white people. You know, the tellers was black where I was at. The police officer holding shit down was black where I was at. You know, you come to them or they come to you to foreclose your house, black or white, that motherfucker is not going to be listening to your sob story. He does not have compassion to you. He has compassion to a currency called fiat money or paper money. That's where his compassion lies. His compassion does not lie with you as a human being. You're a number. You're a job to him. You understand what I'm saying? Now don't get it twisted. I am pro-black. I love my kind and I'm for my kind. Period. You know what I'm saying? I'm not interested in integration. But to spend my time trying to attack a white person just because they're white, that just doesn't make sense. I could utilize that same time to either one, get the fuck away from the people that are non-humanitarian, non-human acting, and start my own shit. You know what I'm saying? I could do that. Or I could start building with people who are more like me. And of course, I want to build with people who are most like me and have similar experiences. But I mean, seeing this shit today, man, whew, it was an eye-opener, man. They raising the taxes in Detroit on property, even though the property value is plummeting. This is another thing we need to think about, man. We need to really realize that we are the real money. We are conditioned every day to think that paper currency is real money, but it is not. You should not be motivated by paper currency. You should not be motivated by paper currency. You should be motivated by your love of yourself and your people, man. You know what I'm saying? This is what happens when you're motivated by paper currency. Because your paper currency is controlled, printed, and manufactured by another man, when you can't get it or when it is taken from you, you become frustrated with that group or organization that's doing that. After you become frustrated with them because you're motivated by what they control, you won't say shit to them. You're going, yes, yes sir, yes ma'am. You know, you're going to try to win favor with them. But your loved ones, who might even be trying to help you in the process, you're going to vent your frustration out on them. What kind of sense does that make? I know y'all done went through something where somebody might have asked you to do something for them, to help them. Go pay this bill, blah, blah, blah. You say, I don't got all of it, but I got half of it, and they get mad at you. Instead of getting mad at the motherfucker that's taxing them on this bill, who for some reason they believe in. You know what I'm saying? This bully out here has us all shook up, man. And I'm not saying that your shook upness or your nervousness or your fear is not validated, because we know that this bully is capable of causing massive harm. But at the same time, you need, as well as myself, to stop venting frustrations on people who don't have shit to do with that. Most of our animosities, insecurities, and angers are directly interrelated to how we reacted or didn't react to a situation that our own mind created, man. And that's real talk, man. A lot of times you really mad at yourself, but you vent it out on the people around you. You know, or you're mad at this corporation that might be suing you, or the DTE man. Well, if you mad at him, cuss him out. Punch him in his face. You know, don't cuss out your boyfriend, girlfriend, mother, father, brother, sister, neighbor. They don't have shit to do with that. Be mad at yourself because you did not stand up to the person you was really mad at, the person who is really causing your problems. Or be mad at yourself. Because if you believe in this system, credit system, let me make that clear. This credit system, which is based upon someone's word, if you believe in that, then you should be all you could be within that. You know what I'm saying? If you don't believe in it, you should start figuring out a way to get out of it, man. And I'm still trying to understand. If I own something, why do I have to pay someone else to keep it? You know what I'm saying? If you own something and a stick-up artist came to you with a gun, would you fight him or would you give it up? And did you really own that shit? That is the question of the day. Peace. World orphan, baby.